Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, March 13th, 2014. All right, for today, up first at 8:30 is jobless claims and retail sales, and then also at 8:30 is import and export prices, and 10 o'clock is business inventories, and then at 2 o'clock is a Treasury budget where they're going to tell you how much the deficit was for last month. I think it'll be for last month. Let's take a look just to see for sure. Deficit of $10 billion for $144 billion, which is just less than half of the 200. Okay, all right. So we'll be getting that report later on today, if you are interested. Okay, and that's it for the scheduled announcements. Let's take a look at what's going on across the ponds. In Asia, we're mixed to maybe slightly, I think it's pretty mixed to flat, is what I would call that. And in Europe, we are slightly on the positive side. Usually, our day follows the Europe day unless something happens. So you can probably hang your hat on a maybe 0.2 or 0.3% gain for today. So really, in all reality, pretty flat. Probably going to be bouncing against that the most recent resistance, which we can see on a chart. If we were to go to ES and take a look at what's going on here, let's shift into a weekly view and zoom out. So I guess that really is not resistance. I actually broke through this line here that I had, or this channel that I had drawn in here. I actually kind of broke through, but is it going to continue or is it going to pull back? Who knows? Or it could just stay where it's at too. Certainly don't claim to be able to predict the market. We just work off of what we see, and what we're seeing right now for our futures is slightly positive. Specifically, the ES is up that same 0.2% roughly that I was talking about. And gold is up slightly overnight, and oil is up just a tad overnight. Nothing no stories there, I guess you could say. And we could jump right over to our A+ list, but first let's take a look at accounts overall. This account here, we kind of have our long-term stuff. Gold is coming back. I have this covered call here that has an April expiration at 134. And should we move up to that level, there is a risk of being called out. But here's the way I usually keep an eye on these things. I have my column set up here to show extrinsic value, and that is the time value in a particular position. What am I looking at here? This isn't what I was looking at before. Yes, I'm looking at the wrong column here. There's actually $1.57 worth of extrinsic value in that. So as we get closer to expiration, and if price should go past and put this in the money, when the difference between the stock price and the strike price comes close to the actual extrinsic value, then there's a pretty good chance you could get called out. Now, if that should happen on this particular position, owned it since I think August of last year, that would be about a 15% gain, including, well, that would be a 15% gain on that position. So that would be pretty good. And the same thing goes for EXC, which is another long-term position that is in one of my accounts, and I look at it the same way. We're looking at this extrinsic value here of 32.5 cents, and should it go in the money, again, you take the strike price or you take the current price and subtract the strike price, and if it's equal to your extrinsic, there's a good chance you could get called out, and that only happens usually close to expiration, unless it goes very deep in the money. And these extrinsic values tend to shrink the deeper it goes into the money, but when you're close to at the money, that's when they're pumped up the most. All right, enough for that. Let's jump right over into the A+ list. Didn't do anything yesterday. I was at 3:30 yesterday when I should have looked at everything. I was at Lowe's purchasing a tool so I could finish the tile job that I'm in the middle of right now. So ceramic tile, I don't like to do it, but I'll tell you, once you get done, in most cases it really does look nice. So it's just a small job, it's nothing big, but I had to get that tool, and that was the only window of opportunity that I had to get it, because I want to finish this thing today. So sorry about that. So I didn't jump in on any of our prospective setups or alerts or any of the calendars that we were thinking of for yesterday. So let's move on here with Apple. Oops. Apple. Let's see here. Okay. There. That's better. Apple. And nothing going right now. We didn't quite get down here to tap our... we're looking at a weekly here. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay. There. Nothing going on Apple. We didn't have it showing as setting up. Amazon. We currently have a put calendar on it. We're looking for it to get down here, and that may not work out. And we're in a downtrend, so we are looking for a secondary target up here. I'm not sure. I'm not going to put a target up here on that. I don't, this isn't strong enough in my mind to allow me to use this, in my mind, the alternate at 30 for the stochastic. So I'm not using that. So that is not heading for a setup. Boeing, we do have a calendar on it, and it's cooperating very nicely. To go back and maybe look at the videos and see what this looked like for a peek at this tent. Alright, nothing going on from a credit spread or directional play, no entry being provided. This one was on our list, I believe, yesterday. BIDU, yes it was. And it didn't give us a confirmation, so we'll have to wait another day. So this is still setting up. And if we do get an up day, or at least we move a little bit higher here than the close of yesterday or the high of yesterday, That's just a good solid confirmation, and we can feel a little bit better about that, especially with the moving average pretty much flat here. But the simple moving average is about to be crossed by the exponentials. So that's another, not in the rules or anything, but just another thing to take a look at. Celgene didn't fail here, but it needs to come up here a little bit more. Almost failed. This almost turned red. Chipotle. We got a stochastic hook, but not a MACD. So this is another one that's still in the process of setting up for today. All right, Costco. We're looking for a bear call on this setup, and it didn't complete it here because we didn't get confirmation off the MACD, so we're still waiting on that one. Alright, CVX, I think we were looking for a calendar on that one, and I didn't pull the trigger on that. Probably would have worked out real good, but it's still up for today. So it looks like as though we're going to have a repeat basically of yesterday. Okay, here we have Igor is still setting up. We didn't get confirmation here, but we do have a hook on the MACD, so that is a setup for today as well. FedEx, we have a calendar on it, and we're still waiting for it. What do we got here? We have a downtrend, but we have the exponential moving up. We have no entries for a directional trade, so we'll just take a pass on that one. Gold, probably won't do anything in this because it just jumps around way too much. Should probably take that off this CSSV2 list. Google, yes, this is an alert. Okay, so I put an alert in here at 12:08. If the alert goes off, and it probably will, it looks like it's definitely going to. I think I'm just going to move this up a little bit higher. I'm looking over here for my level, and we'll move it up to there. 12:11. We're at 12:10:11 right now. Let's just make it an even 12:11. And that is that. So that'll put it just a little bit above the current price. So we'll be looking for that, and that would be a 10 o'clock if it goes off right away. We'll wait till 10 o'clock on that. IWM, we got a hook on the stochastic, but not on the MACD, so that's still a setup candidate. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is making me very nervous here. We do have a double green here. I saw it during the day, but in the afternoon, like I said, I was not available to take a look at that. We'll just have to see how it works out for today. Whether this will continue or not. I'm not going to panic just yet. We're still above the break even. So we'll just hang in there on that. MasterCard. I think we have a calendar on MasterCard. Thought we did. Guess not. We're in a downtrend. Second cycle. So this is, we can put a target on this one just to see what happens. This should also be a calendar candidate, but I'm going to take a pass on it for right now. Here's our 3M calendar that we picked. We picked this Friday's expiration on that. We'll see how that one works out. Nothing directional wise there for us. Netflix, I believe that this was on our list. Yes, this is alertable. It's got confirmation here. We didn't have it before, but now we have confirmation. So this is alertable as well. And we just do it above the high of yesterday. We'll do it over on this chart so we can get a little bit more exact right off the bat. There we go. Alright, moving right along. Priceline, I believe that was on our list yesterday as well. And this now is alertable, so we'll go above the high here. And we'll throw an at or above alert on that. Russell probably will look a lot like IWM, I would think. Yes, that is going to be on our setup list for today. SPX, we'll take a look at that. We haven't quite come down into our target area yet. Tesla, I believe that was on our list yesterday as well, and that is alertable, so we're going to put it above this pre-market high here. And last and of course not least is Visa, where we have a calendar. Nothing directional. Okay, well, that's it for today. We have a lot of stuff on our list. It's going to take me a little while to type all this out. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.